Okay, it is a big racing weekend at Gulfstream Park,
Yes,
and we know about what's happening out on the track, but the question is, what happens behind the scenes?
Live from the SFL, Eugene Ramirez giving us a preview of the Sunshine Millions and learning about the so-called sport of kings on a beautiful morning out there. A little chilly, but still pretty. Hi, Eugene.
Hey, Kristen. Yeah, not that chilly anymore. It's getting a little warmer now, but still cooler morning for us here in South Florida. But yes, Sunshine Millions. It's a series of races, actually. 3 of them happen right here at Gulfstream Park. 3 of them out on the West Coast in Los Angeles and California. But let's talk about the ones that are here. They actually, as of yesterday, now know the horses are going to be in these races because there were more entries than there are spots. There's 12 spots for most of these races, and then some of the races they had even up to 17 entries. And they had a little bit of a process there to find out who those horses are. Now they know. Those horses are training, getting ready. As a matter of fact, you saw some of them earlier, as early as 5 a.m. before the sun came up. Some of the horses out here doing their exercises this morning, getting ready, working, ready for that big race that's happening this weekend. And I want to bring in the president of Gulfstream Park. This race is one of the bigger races in South Florida for sure. And some of the races, some of the horses that you see in these races actually make it to the Kentucky Derby. Isn't that true?
Oh, it could very well go to Kentucky Derby. This is a very unique concept that pits Florida-bred horses against California-bred horses. Very unique, and I do think people love the fact that there's that added competition, not just picking a winner, but seeing who wins, whether it's California or Florida.
Definitely. East Coast versus West Coast. You've been in the business for many years. Tell me, who do you think is going to win? Who has the better horses, Florida horses or California horses?
Typically, the Florida horses are better. We have a breeding program that's a little bit older than the California breeding program, and I don't believe that Florida has ever lost. They've come close to losing a couple times, but I suspect that we'll be victorious again.
All right, I hope so. Tell me a little bit about these horses. These are horses that have been trained for years. I hear that they start training at about 2 years of age. What do they go through? What's the whole process like? What's their life like when they're not on the track?
Well, life off the track and actually on the track is pretty good when you consider the value of these horses. They get tremendous care. They start as 2-year-olds, and they're trained just like any other athlete. They're trained how to go to the starting gate. They're trained whether they want to early speed, late speed, and horses have individual talents differ, also personalities differ, so each one has to be trained a little bit differently, and they go through the process, many of them until they're 6 and 7 years old. The better horses, unfortunately because of economics, it seems like as a 3- and 4-year-old, if they're very successful, they get retired, and retired life is lovely.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is for everybody, isn't it? I'm not there yet. I still got to work a few more years, a few decades actually. All right, so people are going to come out here this weekend. They're going to throw some money at these races. You could bet as little as $1, which I think it's wonderful. If if you're not an avid horse race enthusiast, maybe you just want to do it for fun. That's great. Tell us about the action off of the track, because I know you guys have a new nightclub. I know you guys have some shops opening soon. What can people do off the track here?
Well, we have an unbelievable different variety of entertainment options. We have our slot casino here. We also have a poker room, and then the new nightclub that opened Saturday, M16. Very unique. We open again on Thursday night. It's open Thursday through Sunday. Starts a little bit later than my typical bedtime. Starts at 10 and doesn't close until 5 o'clock.
How about this? You come to the races, then I'll come to the nightclub. Does that work out for you?
That sounds great.
Okay. Thank you so much. The president, guys, of Gulfstream Park. This big race this weekend. Again, Sunshine Millions. 3 of them here in South Florida. We got to beat those California horses. We got the better horses down here in Florida. So come out here and support your local state horses. That's what I'm saying. It happens Saturday at Gulfstream Park. The races, they're not the only races going on Saturday. They have multiple races happening Saturday. They actually say if you come out here around noon, you can spend the whole afternoon here. And best part about it, dollar drafts. How can you miss that?
Eugene, pretty cool. And by the way to always weasel your way into all the parties. Nicely done,
Hey,
sir.
Eugene, you got to do what you got to do. Don't hate Mr. Azer.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just envious. Just trying to get an invite myself. Jeff Melcar.